Hey, it's ScoutAndy, and thank you for joining me in another video. Live from Texas, where it's so flat that you can stare out on a clear day and see the back of your own head. This is another Corona Edition one, and in case you're wondering what that means, it means that if you hold your phone like this, texting, you have to kind of hold it out like this, or if you're taking a selfie with friends, you have to do that. You know, guys, just stay safe, stay healthy, stay hydrated. Today we are working on the Porsche 944, also known as Project Phoenix, and today is going to be a very amazing part of the Project Phoenix. You guys will love it. Don't skip ahead of the video, don't be a cheater. You have to watch the whole video, so make sure to stay tuned, and let's go ahead and do this. Before we get started, we made this board of what we've done and what we have to do. So what we've done was, like, we've cleaned out the car, we've buffed it, we've replaced the fuel pump and filter, we've replaced the DME relay, and we've done the hood struts and the vacuum line. The things that we have to do is the battery box, the master cylinder, the oil and coolant replacement liquids. We need to put fuel in there or else we're burning nothing. We have to replace spark plugs, the speed and reference sensors because they were toast, and also those actually came in today from Germany. Thank you so much. Amazing. And hatch struts in the back so we don't crash the glass on our heads, because our medical bills will be less expensive than that piece of glass. Also, I wanted to give a big thanks to one of my fans for donating this shirt. It came in the mail just like yesterday, and I can't wait to wear this. I'll wear this in the videos, and I can't wait to wear this to school when and if school comes back in, and people are like, "Hey, what's up with your shirt? Why does it have a car on it?" I'm like, "Oh, I own this car," and they're like, "No fair," and I'm like, "Ha." And then I walk away and drop a microphone. So anyway, let's go ahead and do what we're gonna do. We're gonna go ahead and coat the inside of the battery box with some caliper paint, red caliper paint, of course. So let's go ahead and do this with that since it's really rusted in there, and if we weren't to do this, it would eat up any other pieces of metal and just get worse, so we might as well go ahead and paint over it. Let's go ahead and do this. It's super satisfying. Don't want to throw myself in this. So, while we were painting the inside of the battery box, and we just so happened to find the exact same color of spray paint as this very car right here. It turned out amazing. If we wouldn't have painted it, the inside of the battery box would have rusted out, and it would have ended up probably not being repairable without just completely throwing away the whole car and then just, you know, the usual. Anyway, we have polished up and cleaned the hold downs for the clamps and the things that hold on the battery. These things, I'm not gonna pick them up because I'm probably gonna drop them, and that's gonna be horrible. So, enough of my talking, and let's put in the battery. So we put in the battery, you know, without any, you know, the battery being heavy or anything. It was so light, it was light as a feather. But we got it inside of here without any trouble. For you, it was about 6 seconds. For us, it was about 6 minutes. Wasn't that hard. If you're planning to buy a battery, then it's not that hard. Next thing that we're gonna do is we're going to replace the old spark plug with the new spark plugs that we bought. We already took out the old ones and the new ones are right there, and we're gonna go ahead and put those in. Let's go ahead and do this. So we just replaced the spark plugs, as you saw inside the time lapse right there. Next thing we're going to replace is the speed and reference sensors. They're going to go right here. They are in this beautiful box. I don't know if that says faucet or facet, but whatever. Anyway, let's go ahead and scuba dive into this. So we took out the speed and reference sensors. It took me a little while to actually get that right. So I found out that these are actually magnetic. The more you know. If you look right here, you can see that it was completely disintegrating. When I picked it up, it just like fell apart like it was made of sand or something. Right here. We decided to replace it for obvious reasons because it was destroyed. I am going to unbox these. Just let me go put this down over here. They no longer have any meaning to me. We get to open the faucet. I mean, I'm gonna upset someone in Germany for that. Put that over there. This is one of the ones that are new. I'm gonna open the other one. I'm gonna get in comparison. I'm just gonna get the worst looking one so it looks like it actually looks better than the other one. So, they're still magnetic. We're gonna open this, just not right now. This is what they look like. Back over there. And then I'm gonna open up the other one. This is the longest part of the video. And then we're just gonna throw that over there. Oh, this one's all tied up. How nice. But I think you get the point of what they look like. And enough of me talking, and let's go ahead and put these in there. We got the speed and reference sensors in. Now, when you look down into the hole, you will see a blue towel down there. That's plugging up the bell tower, where for some reason the bolts that you attach to the speed and reference sensor to keep it on there just kind of get drawn like Jedis do to the Force into there. And if yours falling down there, then you're gonna have to take apart the whole engine, and that's gonna be a pain. So just make sure not to do that. And if you're wondering, hey, I don't really care about that bolt, I can just buy a new one. Now you're gonna take it out anyway because anything that thing touches, you're gonna have to replace. So might as well take it out if it does fall down there. But that's what we did. So let's go ahead and do the next thing. I'm inside the car. Yay. So the next thing that we're doing is the clutch master cylinder, which is actually inside of the car right there. We have our mighty Excalibur screwdriver holding it in place, or just making it where this is all cleared up. The reason why we had to replace the clutch master cylinder, or the clutch, is because the clutch in there, when we first got it, we pushed down the pedal and now it's just stuck to the floor. It's like it's glued. And when we looked under there, we saw a ton of like fluids all over it, and now we have to replace it. But before we can replace it, we have to actually go inside the car. So let's do this. First thing you're going to need to do is you're going to need to get under the car, behind the clutch. You're going to find a golden little tube thing, and you're gonna and there's going to be a clip. And what you want to do is you want to take that clip and keep it, because it's probably going to be important later on. Once you take that clip out, we can do the next step. That was probably the easiest step. All the rest of it is going to be really hard. So go ahead and do this. Oh God, I forgot. This is gonna be a lot harder than I thought it was gonna be. Under the steering wheel. Oh gosh, there's a lot of wires under here. God. Yeah, very. I think I got it. Okay. So, God, I'm not gonna be able to get out. So this is the clip that you would find under there. And as you can see, it's really dirty. And this is the washer that you would find. Man, I'm hoping a rat didn't fall on my face. So this is what you're looking for. If you take like a wire out, then might want to get a new car. And I think the blood's rushing to my head, so I'm gonna squirm out. So you just reach in. You just had to twist it. Give it a little pull, and then you got it. I think we lost a piece. Yeah, like you can see, it's really old. Just fell out. Gross. I'm gonna put that back in there. It won't go back in. So, it's not that big of a problem. It's just, you know, a clutch. Can we get rid of this thing? Okay, anyway, to the bench. So over here at the bench, we have the new one, the new clutch, and we have the old one. The old one, the disgusting, this horrible one. Just a couple minutes ago, this thing fell out while I was pulling it out, and you can see where it was dripping. Like we said, it was dripping liquid, and that's why it wasn't working. It's a bit gross. We are gonna have to unscrew this part right here to attach it right here. I'm gonna show you this real fast. This clutch came in the mail just a couple days ago. And we also got this hose at O'Reilly's, our local O'Reilly's. It's amazing. Oh, make sure that this little nut right here is exactly the same amount of length as this one for them to work. If it's like one too short or one too many, then it may not screw on well and you may be out of luck. So either count the threads or measure it, whatever you prefer. Just make sure it's exactly the right amount, or else it may not work. But let's go ahead and screw this part. So we managed to put in the clutch master cylinder. It was horrible. I would never wish it on anybody. I mean, that's like the closest thing to heck you can get to. If you're doing it, then I'm going to give you some things that were hard for me and easy for me. The hard things were getting the thing in there, because all these wires right here, just maneuvering under the wheel and doing all that stuff. The easy things were none of it. Right here there is a screw that you're supposed to, or a nut that you're supposed to screw on, and even with a 12 millimeter, it took forever, just barely inching it, so good luck. Right here, this is the brake fluid. We're going to bleed it in a different video, because that would be a whole different video on its own. But we did replace the fluid in there. But other than all of that and all the hard and everything that was horrible and headaches, blood rushing to your head, and it's raining, which is pretty peaceful. We are going to try and activate the battery. Yay! So we repaired We repaired the battery box. We did the master cylinder, the spark plugs, the speed and reference sensors. So I think we're good. We put the battery in there. We're keeping an eye on making sure it's not going to smoke up. Now time to put the key in there. Try it out. So I'm gonna record this part.
Yeah, here it goes.
Okay. It's a moment of truth. It's gonna either explode in our faces. So.
Okay, once.
I heard something click.
Okay. Open it.
Oh, it's on! The light's on.
Light in there?
Yeah, there's a light in
Right. There's lights in the back on.
Hallelujah! I'm gonna turn it once. Oh my god!
So, look, there's lights on the dash!
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Holy moly, the headlights popped up.
Let's see if the radio works. Oh my gosh! That's amazing! That's so cool! It actually works!
Alright, let's go outside and see if the lights are on. The lights.
I can't believe that's on! The lights are on! This is the first time in around 10 years that this thing turned on! This is amazing! It turned on! Okay, we might want to turn it off so we don't kill the battery.
Holy moly. We did it.
Oh, man. So cool!
How fantastic. How you feeling right about now, all that hard work?
It definitely wasn't worth it. I definitely would have preferred a little bit less work. But it was amazing. I am so happy in how that turned out. I honestly didn't think that was gonna work. I mean, we didn't really have high hopes for it. But we followed all the manuals, we watched different YouTube videos, and we just knew that there was nothing we were like, it could work, it could not, it could blow up, could catch fire. But I was not expecting it to work. Like the minute I saw this little light icon turn on, I was like, oh my gosh, the power's on. But make sure to watch the rest of the videos if you haven't already, and you can find out how to do this yourself. And remember, this Porsche hasn't run in about 10 years, so it's incredible. I mean, the reason why we didn't turn it all the way on, because it doesn't have any gas, and also it would ruin everything. And the timing belt in there, actually, we don't want to test it because again, it hasn't ran in 10 years, and so we don't know if it's gonna not work. So we didn't do that. But other than that, that's about all we have time for this video. So make sure to check my other videos and the video that I'm about to post sometime. And make sure, if you haven't already, to subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss another one of my videos, and like. And until next time, happy scouting. We took out the old, I forget what they're called every time. Seriously, come on, man. What?
Go ahead.
Oh God. Completely forgotten about what I was gonna say. You smiled at me and I was expecting you to I don't know, okay? I was like, how much wider can I smile? So the next thing though, you broke me. You actually broke me, okay?
Yes, if you know how to drive it, you're okay. There he goes. Gosh, bye-bye.
my gosh.
Like you can hear that.
Yeah, he can hear that.